Have you ever seen someone walking backwards through a graveyard without saying a single word? Well, in one little village, such a strange sight left everyone scratching their heads. And behind it all was a cunning gypsy woman with a trick up her sleeve, but let me tell you, her clever scam didn't quite end the way she expected. It was springtime, the season when flowers bloom and birds sing, and villagers prepare their fields. Into this peaceful village came a gypsy woman named Zara, famous for her wandering lifestyle and even more famous for her silver tongue. In the village lived Miriam, a simple but kind-hearted woman. Miriam had a brother whose children were very ill. They were born healthy, but after some time, they became blind and paralyzed. The family was heartbroken, and no cure had been found. When Zara heard about this, she saw her chance. Zara marched straight to Miriam's house. Zara said mysteriously, "I know about your brother's children. I can help?" Miriam's eyes widened. "Really? You can cure them?" Zara leaned closer, lowering her voice like a fortune teller in a dark tent. "Yes, but it will cost you. For a small payment, I will give you a powerful charm." She pulled out a folded handkerchief, carefully tied up. "Take this to the graveyard. Bury it under the old oak tree. Then walk backwards all the way home. Don't speak to anyone, not a single word. After 3 days, your brother's children will be healed." Mariam, desperate to help her nieces and nephews, quickly agreed. She gave Zara money, clutched the handkerchief, and set off on her strange mission. So there was Mariam, in the middle of the day, walking backwards from the graveyard to her house. The villagers stopped in their tracks. "Has Mariam gone mad?" whispered one. "Why is she walking like a crab?" laughed another. Children followed her, pointing and giggling. But Mariam stayed silent, her eyes fixed behind her, determined not to ruin the charm. By the time she reached her house, the whole village thought she'd lost her mind. 3 days passed. Nothing happened. A week passed. Still nothing. A month later, the children remained sick. Mariam grew suspicious. One evening, she went back to the graveyard and dug up the buried handkerchief. Her hands trembled as she opened it, expecting to see some powerful charm. Inside, there was only a single needle and 1 grain of rice. Miriam gasped, then clenched her fists. "That liar! That thief! She made me the fool of the whole village!" But Zara, the gypsy, had already disappeared. Time passed. One day, Miriam visited a friend in a nearby village. To her surprise, she saw Zara again, sitting comfortably, pretending to tell fortunes and offering charms. Miriam whispered to her friend, "That woman is a fraud. Let her inside, but leave the rest to me." When Zara entered the house, smiling and ready to start her trick, Miriam suddenly appeared, this time holding a pomegranate stick. Miriam shouted, "So, you thought you could fool me and my village?" Before Zara could run, Miriam gave her a good whack. "Take this, and don't you dare trick people again." The gypsy stumbled out, shocked and humiliated, while the neighbors roared with laughter. From that day on, Zara never dared to show her face in those villages again. And so, Miriam may have been fooled once, but she made sure it never happened again. The villagers still laugh about the day she walked backwards through the graveyard, but they laugh even harder at how she chased the gypsy away with a stick. The moral? Desperation can blind us to reason, but even the cleverest trickster will eventually get caught. Always think twice before trusting easy promises, because real cures don't come wrapped in handkerchiefs with a grain of rice.